You can't teach listening to Third Take on the treadmill, bro.
All right. Well, welcome to the Third Take. We're gonna start off with the
I'm
Knicks.
Jack. This is Christian.
Oh yeah, if you don't know already. Yeah, let's talk about the Knicks. So obviously it's my team.
Knicks are bad, yo.
That's mad disrespectful. That's the first thing you're gonna say to me once you come in my house, yeah.
The Knicks are bad.
I don't
Knicks
know.
have no potential.
Big potential.
Where do you see the potential?
Where?
Yeah.
In Quickly, who's
besides the fact that they're young.
Quickly has been absolutely hooping. Surprised everyone. He got C's and D's across the draft board. Everyone said half the kids, people said, who is this kid when he was drafted? I'm not saying he's the future, but I'm saying those are the type of role players we need and that we need to build on. The point I was going to make about the Knicks is that I've been on this boat for a while that Kevin Knox needs time. And I'm not saying he's a bust yet, but if you're saying that the Bulls are dealing Levine and they want Knox, Frank, and 2 first-round picks, the Dallas first-round pick,
that flips the franchise.
I'd do that.
1,000%. Who are they gonna get in the draft?
I give them Alfred Payton too. Like, fuck it, take half the play. I don't give a fuck as long as
that's
you
what
don't
I'm saying,
RJ
dude.
or
Like
Mitch or Quickly,
yep,
or Obi, and that's another problem in itself. Is Obi's been starting off. I mean, it all just comes back to his defensive flaws, which we knew was going to be a problem. Yeah. People kind of backed that up on the athletic side. They said, "Oh, he's a great athletic player. He'll be able to transition that on the defense." But with no summer league, not even a regular preseason, he's one of those players that needs that development. Especially, like, it's funny when Mitch and RJ say we're helping the younger guy, but Obi Toppin's like the 4th oldest player on the Knicks. Like, he's 23 and he's the 4th oldest on the Knicks.
And that's the thing. If you're Thibodeau, you can play the longer game.
Definitely.
And like you can take the you can let keep trying to snag people through the draft and build this young core. But you don't have the pulling power that the Lakers have, that the Celtics have, of having that natural draw to have people come play at the Garden right now. It's just not there.
Definitely.
So if they can get a player like Levine and kind of flip the franchise, I feel like they would be stupid not to.
And even if we did make that trade and people say, the argument to that is, oh, we're giving up too many of our young players, we're past that. We have a playoff coach. We have a playoff front office that's ready to win. Obviously, I'm not saying that's going to be this year, next year, or even the year after that. But now it's really time to start, making that next shift and being ready for that next trade. I know the Knicks have the lowest salary cap currently, and they will have the most money in the next free agency. So that's also a big thing. But as the season continues, players just continue to get locked up. So
we'll see. And I also think post-Corona, New York's going to be bussing.
Oh my, it's going to
bussing, dude. Like, who doesn't want to play in the Garden? I don't get it.
And people are now seeing. I mean, you're not seeing us. We have a 10-13 record. We're 5-5. I believe we lost 6 out of the last 7. But you got to think that this team is competing in every game. We're not getting blown out. We're blowing out teams when we play that good.
Yep.
So it's showing the league that we're not the joke we've been for the last 5 years anymore since it was Melo and all them. So it's
Melo gang, yeah.
Melo gang, the actual Melo, not LaMelo.
Melo.
Yeah, not LaMelo, yo. Those people are so disrespectful to Carmelo that say LaMelo is the Melo. That's not it, guys. That'll
just
never
be
it.
It's just younger kids.
That's not it. That'll never be it. He said, let's look at some of these comments. Quickly might win Rookie of the Year. Second in rookies in points per game at 12.4. He's killing it. He's averaging 12, 2 and 2. 40% field goal, 36 from range. His floater might already be top 10 in the league, and that's like
Chris Paul-esque for sure.
His floater is pretty. No cap. His floater is so quick. It doesn't look like it should go in half the time, but it's for some reason it works. So he's just a praised player. All the coaches that work with him. I mean, I know the reason he was drafted was due to Kenny Payne, one of the assistant coaches the Knicks hired. He was from Kentucky this past year. We gave him I think one of the larger contracts on the assistant coach side of the NBA. So
obviously there's some trust there.
Definitely. So Calipari hyped up the pick. Kenny Payne obviously hyped up the pick, and it's been proving people wrong so far. So let's hope that continues. Yeah. So next,
let's talk about the Nets.
Yeah, get to the Nets.
The Nets have been super intriguing to me because the Nets, you've seen they've turned it around, but you've seen flashes of brilliance from Kyrie, from Harden, and Durant, and they're definitely coming into their own in terms of playing with one another. You say that, Hova, but how do you game plan against them?
We'll get to that, Cross.
You can't game plan against them, so you can win in the playoffs. They all have championship caliber playoff players 1 through 4.
So I just have a funny quick stat.
Yeah.
So last time T-Mac was in the league and was averaging over 25 points per game, I believe there was less than 5 players in the league averaging over 25 points per game. Now we have 3 players averaging 25 points per game on the same team.
Yep.
It's like the amount of offense on this team. Yeah. It will go down as the best offense in history, without a doubt. The ratings are off the charts.
I feel like the 2017 Warriors are pretty close.
It's close, but I'm saying points per game wise, maybe
just like
efficient,
firepower,
just
for
firepower,
sure.
Like
for sure.
You saw it the other night when they were playing the Clippers. Kyrie was on fire, and then a play later, he's in the corner just taking a break while Harden and KD are just getting their buckets.
Fucking quarter by quarter, give it to Durant in the fourth.
And there's a reporter that goes, KD, did you realize there would be a sequence down late in the game where it'd be Harden, Kyrie, KD, Kyrie, KD, Harden? And he was like, that's exactly what I thought would happen. Like that's obviously what they expected, you know?
The thing with the 130 a game though, and I know you don't have a great basketball mind,
they're going to drop 140.
Is they're going to drop 140, and they're also probably averaging 10 seconds of possession in a 24-second shot clock, as opposed to somebody like the Suns with a slower point guard like Chris Paul, who's slowing down the game, who probably averages 15 less possessions a game.
Mm-hmm.
And that just colludes with the other team scoring more, obviously. If you have more chances to score, you're going to score more, but that doesn't mean that they're in better positions to win games. It's not like one team is scoring. It's not like you give up 130 points. You have to score whatever. That means that you have to the averages are all based on the amount of possessions they get, and the Nets give the other team a lot of possessions because they like their chances. If they have 70 possessions, the other team have 70 possessions. Who's going to score more times on those 70 possessions?
They're not turning the ball over. They're
missing shots. They're not turning the ball over. They're missing shots. So that's what you got to get in your mind.
So I do believe with the part with Cross, we're not tonight. But yeah, I do believe with Cross in the way that they're not going to be dropping 120 on the Lakers every game in this 6-7 game series, however that long that series goes. But this goes back to my point I made the last week where they're going to be a crazy firepower. We know that. And they're going to show that for the whole regular season and the first 2, maybe even 3 rounds of the playoffs. But once it gets to that end of the 3rd round of the playoffs, gets to that Eastern Conference Finals where they're playing a team that's been watching them all the playoffs and obviously playing the same amount of games, but just KD, Kyrie, and Harden just cannot be playing 40 minutes a game of playoff basketball. I don't think it can happen. So unless they find, if Shumpert comes in, plays productive minutes, if they sign a Michael Beasley, who my guy, shout out Mike Bees, but they just need more depth. They just need it to even compete with the Lakers or even the Clippers, I'd say. They don't have that depth. They're going to get worn out in the playoffs.
So the thing about some of the idiots in the chat is a lot of you guys have never played basketball. A lot of you guys have never played basketball at the level of I played basketball. If your name is Johnny Esposito, bro, and you never took over a CYO game, you can't tell me who's winning the West. The Jazz are not winning the West, bro. The Lakers are winning the West. The Jazz have a good team. They're a young team, but they're not winning the West. Teams that are winning the West can compete with the Clippers and the Lakers in playoff basketball. Donovan Mitchell is not competing with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George in playoff basketball. You feel me, Rimsharp? My boy Rimsharp takes $50,000 a week in bets.
Sounds like Steven Scott Jr. over here, yo. He said Utah's winning the chip, and then they get blown out by 30 to the Knicks 2 nights later, yo. I was Utah's a great team. Don't get me wrong, great team. Gobert is Not the best defensive player in the league. Overrated in that way, but he's very good. He's top 3, I'd say.
Yo, and you dropped 29 in CYO high school, bro. My jersey's in the rafters. That's the difference, bro.
CYO is different, yo. I used to
Say the
ball.
difference. One of our jerseys in the rafters, the other and the other one's fucking capping about dropping 29.
Yeah, see, I never got 29. Probably got my best stat line was probably like 8 points.
This kid actually blocked the board like into my jersey in the rafters. He blocked the ball into my jersey.
Yeah, I almost broke a speaker. That was probably, what was that, 5th grade? That was probably the highlight of my sports career. So, yeah, we're going. But, yeah, yo, the Nets, they need Shumpert to work out. They need to sign, like, an Alonzo Trier would be great for them. I'm trying to think of G League guys. Fuck it, sign Jeremy Lin. See what he could do. Let us fucking they need people who aren't these Bruce Brown players. Obviously Bruce Brown's good. I'm not saying, but
sign Jeremy Lin.
Experience wise, I'm saying he's been in the playoffs before.
Jeremy Lin is terrible.
Hey, I'm just saying let the kid. I'm just saying guys like that where it's veteran experience is there, but it's not Bruce Brown where he's playing good, but once it comes playoff time,
like Derek Fisher
he's gonna be freaking.
Jeremy Lin.
Derek Fisher is 60 years old, bro.
Derek Fisher had the cannon off the left shoulder.
Yo,
they do need defense, not Jeremy Lin.
They need defense and they need depth. Like their bench unit is so inconsistent right now.
I mean, Joe Harris is elite.
Harris is starting for them, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the starting 5's probably the best starting 5 in the league, honestly. Yeah. Like. It's not a question, but once it comes to depth, that's what's gonna win a championship, you know.
Let's go to the team that's gonna smoke the fucking Jazz, the Los Angeles Clippers. Los Angeles Clippers,
they've been
high octane team that's gonna smoke the Utah Jazz in the second round of the Western Conference playoffs.
Kawhi 26, 5 and 5. Paul George 24, 6 boards and 5 assists. They're both cooking. We talked about it last week, and I just want to hit this point. You said that the Clippers don't want the Lakers. I genuinely think they want the Lakers, and they know they have to play them, and therefore there's the whole motivation right there. They want to play them.
Yo, anybody in here vouch for me? Do the Clippers want to play the Lakers?
They realize that if they beat the Lakers, they win the championship this year.
They want the Lakers to lose to somebody else.
They beat the Lakers, they win a championship.
Yeah, but they're not going to play them until the final. They're going 1-2 in the West.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so they want the Lakers to lose before.
Unless the Utah Jazz sneak up for that number 2 seed.
Utah Jazz are terrible. There's no
longevity. They're number 1 in the West right now. They got the best record in the West right now, yo. Just saying. But what are we thinking? The Clippers are great, yo. I mean, we were talking about Lonzo possibly going there. I think that would be great. I think that would fit their team well. I don't know if it'd be a better point guard than Patrick Beverley because he's having a great year this year. But Lonzo Ball would definitely be another piece that would help beat the Lakers or just a team in general that could help, you know, win a championship come playoff time.
Or yeah, I mean, dude, Lonzo Ball a chance in that team. Like I was saying last week, they need a true point guard. Without a true point guard, you know, it's going to be tough for them to beat LeBron James in the playoffs because LeBron James is a true point guard. He's a true scorer, and he's a true defender. The Clippers have a true scorer and a true defender. They're missing a true point guard.
Patrick Beverley reminds me like a little like English bulldog. It just doesn't fucking leave you alone. Just barking on you.
But it's like what happened with KD. He admitted after the series, KD is the best scorer in the world. Yeah. I couldn't guard him. I was doing it for show. Those guys have that in the back of their mind. That he's only there for the show.
Nah, it's all show. But it works on most people, you know. The same way, like, you know, if you're good at trash talking, it's part of your game. They're gonna fucking keep doing it. You know, it's not gonna hold them back. Let's talk about the Pelicans since we talked about Lonzo and JJ. Zion has been killing it, efficiency wise this year. He's 24 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. They're 6-4 in their last 10 games. He's killing it. I mean, since Shaq, I haven't seen someone just get layups at ease.
Are you comparing Lonzo with the fucking Zion to Shaq?
In the same way where he can literally get a layup whenever he wants. Not a dunk, but a layup. He can get uncontested finishes at the rim.
And LeBron James cannot?
Not every time.
Dude,
Not in year 18,
LeBron
maybe
James,
10 years ago.
LeBron James is more explosive than Zion Williamson. Not even close.
Explosive, like what's like off the first dribble, like just straight up.
Yeah. Quick first shot.
I don't know. Then why is Zion so good this year? Why is he so efficient?
He's good, but he's also like he's a rookie. It's kind of that Lamar Jackson feel.
Dude, he's not. His second year. This is what we were expecting out of his rookie year, but he needed that time to adjust. I just think he gets shots at the rim or around the rim just such ease.
Yeah, I mean he really does get to the basketball, and I saw it when they were playing the Lakers. He was going at AD, in his chest,
And I think
I don't give a fuck who you are.
I don't know what it is. It's not his footwork as much as just how he moves his body.
He's
when
like
he's
so
in the post.
grounded. Yeah,
he's
so
very
strong,
good at. He's very good at hooking defenders with his arm. I see a lot. He uses his elbow to kind of dig around defenders a lot. Like he
uses every.
He absorbs
pound
the contact, and he knows he's the second or the heaviest player in the NBA or second heaviest.
Is he
player.
Actually?
Dude, Oh no, it's Bobo and then him, dude.
No, it's not.
Swear to God.
The heaviest.
Bobo.
No, it's not. Maybe starter.
The top three are Steven Adams, Bobo, and Zion. Zion, Steven Adams, and Bobo. Top three heaviest players.
Big shot. He's gonna get hurt. Same thing happened.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But he's been going down. But like, bro, you can't just lose that much weight, bro. My man's fucking mini Hulk over there, bro. Yeah, man. When's the last time you seen a college player rip through shoes like that, bro? Like he ripped through some Nike shits, like some actual nice Nikes that the Duke basketball players wear, you know, not some fake shits. Like,
is this progress on ESPN?
Not yet, Jaden. Not yet.
So next Tuesday. No,
next Tuesday, 5 p.m.
No, seriously though, check us out on Spotify at The Third Take Show.
Third Take, just the third take.
Just the third take.
Just like on top,
and
you guys
we're gonna be on YouTube as well, and then we're gonna be uploading on Instagram, which is The Third Take Show.
Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
We'll have some commands for you guys for next show where you can just type in ! Twitter, ! Or just socials, and all our socials will pop up. You follow us on there, you can hear all our past shows, so it'll be nicely laid out for you boys who are really interested in this stuff.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you guys tuning in.
For sure.
Yeah, we're also doing a thing. We're partnering with Vendetta Media, so we'll also be uploading all of our podcasts, future articles. If we break down maybe, you know, the All-Star teams or something like that, that'll be on Vendetta's website. That'll be in the link I'll put down below. So, yeah, a lot of things coming up, guys.
So, in 5 minutes at 7:30 Eastern on the dot, we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl. And in the Super Bowl talk, we're going to be talking about player prop lock bets. The parlays are going to be huge, Johnny.
That's the moneymaker
over
here, yo.
Crazy. We'll be, and if you take one of my bets, you get the special treatment. I know you know what I mean, dude. I know you know what I mean.
Hey. It's
all right,
explicit,
Johnny?
but not that way, yo. Calm
right, Johnny?
down. Hey.
You get the betting treatment, dude.
We got over 0.5 or over 5 picks. Over 0.5, I don't know. I think he throws at least one pick. That's not.
We're not talking about this yet. Let's talk about the Heat, and then we'll talk.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. We could do that. All right, so yeah, quick. We'll talk about Toronto real quick and Miami. I've been saying this for weeks now. Miami's not the same team they were last year. I don't know what it is. Jimmy Butler's starting to play. I mean, he didn't play this first couple weeks of the season, but he's playing good. I'm not saying it's him, but I'm just saying that team's dynamic is just different. Bam is still killing it. I don't know. Something's up there. Something's up in Miami. I was watching the game last night, I believe. Spoelstra wrote up the last play for Tyler Hero to take the last shot, and it ended up being like 5 feet behind the line, full speed runner, and Jimmy Butler just did not look happy, I could tell.
Super disrespectful to a player that single-handedly willed that team.
Literally, just single-handedly. Yeah.
One chosen Cal. Look at this kid, bro. You're getting way too deep, dude. One chosen Cal. I'm going Mavs tonight. I like the Mavs over the Warriors. I saw the Mavs play the Jazz in a.
I like the Mavs tonight too.
At a downstairs Japanese restaurant in Utah, and I got my money torched. And I feel like, I feel like they're coming back tonight, dude. I just feel like it.
We got the underground Japanese hookups for the parlay. Just
Yo,
let us know. Hit us
yo,
up.
my boy. Yeah, exactly.
You already know where
he
we
said it
at.
best.
So.
Yeah, the bubble teams: Phoenix, Miami, Nuggets,
Pacers.
Pacers.
T.J. Warren with like 39 a game.
They're solid, man. Hova, they're solid. They're not what they were 3 years ago. They're solid bubble teams, for sure.
Just one more thing. So, Leonard's out for the season with Miami, so I think that's only going to hurt them. I think they finish top. I think they make the playoffs, but don't be surprised if they're like the 6th seed, 5th seed. Like, I'm expecting them to finish up in the 6th seed. That's probably where I'd put them at right now. They're 7-14. They're 3-7 in the last 10. They're just going on a downhill. They just need something to turn it around.
Yep.
Let's hit Toronto real quick, and then I got one more NBA thing, and then we'll do the NFL.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about these burner accounts that are coming back to the NBA.
Let's skip Toronto. Let's go straight to that.
All right, bet. Well, I was gonna ask you real quick.
Yep.
Now that Van Fleet had, 54 points that night, is he worth? Did that prove he's worth $85 million for 4 years? Did that game prove it? Does he still need to prove it?
I think Van Fleet's one of those players where if they don't have it, they don't win at the same rate. But I also don't think he's worth $54 million. He's a 6'2" combo guard. He doesn't do anything great.
$85 million for 4
85.
years.
Oh my! Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away.
85 for 4 years.
$21 million a year? Absolutely not.
And obviously, you got to take the loyalty tax into it a little bit, but I'm sorry. That contract, he can...
It's absurd. I mean, it's great for him. I'm happy for him.
I'm happy for him,
yeah. But that's absurd.
Most points by an undrafted player, biggest contract for an undrafted player. All respect. I love his game. I love everything about him.
Yep.
But it's just like, I just don't think he's worth that money, especially if you're trying to build back to, a winner. The winner that Toronto was with Kawhi 2-3 years ago. You're main guy.
You're capping yourself, man.
You're literally saying that Fred VanVleet is your second guy, over Pascal, over a Kyle Lowry. Like, I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of faith. They must know something. He must be a great locker room guy.
It's a great locker room guy. He's been there his whole career. Yeah.
Whatever. He's the glue guy for sure, and he's a little more than a glue guy. Exactly. So I understand where the management is coming from, but it's also an absurd amount of money to pay Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, so just final thing is
so if you guys are in the chat, before we talk about player prop bets, I need you guys to hit that follow button because I'm going to be throwing out some locks, man. I know this follow is free, but these bets are not free. The least you could do for me is hit the follow button.
Maybe a little subscribe over there. Maybe you could go follow the YouTube. Maybe you could follow some social medias.
A subscription would be phenomenal.
Hey,
I feel like you guys.
Who wants to be the first? But back to the top.
First subscription.
What you got for that?
The first subscription.
I'll give you a nice handmade.
The first subscription gets a surprise from me in the DMs for sure.
Ooh.
For sure. It could be a player prop bet. It could be a bet. Johnny knows what I'm talking about. It could be a bet treatment. It could be a. It's gonna be something special.
All right.
Yeah, and they would have lost Jaden 100%, and there would have been a whole different narrative, dude.
Yeah. So
exactly. If they lose 2 years ago, it's over.
Like, think about this in the offseason a couple months ago. Is the Knicks were contenders for Fred VanVleet. I think that they saw what Toronto was offering him and was probably Leon Rose probably laughed at that. So
yo, this kid Johnny just subbed for 5 months. Oh my God, Johnny!
Johnny, appreciate you, bro.
Johnny, my boy, appreciate you. We'll talk Super Bowl. We'll talk Super Bowl in a couple minutes.
Don't worry about that.
And I got something extra for you.
Let's keep that off the camera,
for sure. Yeah, we'll keep this off. We'll keep this offline for
sure. All right. Wait. Let me talk about these burners real quick.
Dude, that's 5 months of subs.
That's lit. Appreciate that.
Good stuff, John.
So, these burners accounts are back. Alfred Payton has a burner now. I'll put them on. I'll put these. I'll tag them or I'll tweet at them on the Twitter account for the show. Jeff Teague, Aaron Baines, and Alfred Payton all have Twitter accounts. It's not 100% confirmed, but it's like if you look at the accounts, it's 95% confirmed for each of them. Each account follows like 3 people, and it's like the team they're on, the player themselves, and then like a fan account. and all they tweet about is, oh, Aaron Baines needs more time. Like, I just think it's really funny. And Kevin Durant was doing this a couple of years ago, but that was Kevin Durant. It's kind of another
There's
level.
no way that's actually them, dude.
I think it's 100% them.
No way.
I bet you at least 2 out of 3 of these guys are.
No way.
100%.
Zero chance.
100%. Show you.
Yo, you guys don't think a player's making a fucking burner account. They're making $10 million a year. They don't give a fuck about that, bro.
Dude, I'm Knicks fan 6, following 4. Alfred Payton, the Knicks, and like 2 other accounts, bro. And all they tweet about is Alfred Payton. And then with the Alfred Payton account, someone tweeted at him. He goes, "Why can't you ever tweet during the Knicks games?" And he goes, "I told you, I'm always working during them." Like, come on, shut the fuck up. You're telling me that's bullshit.
Some fuck just scheming, bro.
That's I don't know. Well, if
Yo,
they're scheming or not. All right, let's do it.
Here.
I'll do it.
Or
All right, get the locks going. Just give us a sec. I gotta open. Right? Nah, I gotta cut them in.
We're having a special guest, guys. I might tweet about it just for the boys.
Yeah, give it a tweet. Fuck it, why not? Give it a fucking little tweeter. Little tweet.
Player, prop, locks from the fucking
from the man.
From
the legend. What's your name, buddy? Nice to meet you.
They call in the streets. They call him Crossover. At ASU, they call him a G. Please welcome Crossover 2K
right.
for the sickest player bats.
Oh my man,
got fucking
screeching.
Bro, what's good, guys?
What's good, bro?
How you doing?
Yeah, dude. So I got some of my own bets. I think before we even talk bets, let's go straight to your thoughts on the game itself. Who do you got this weekend, and by how much?
Kansas City.
Plus minus 3.5, or are you keeping it within that?
I'm pretty sure it's at 3 right now, Jack. It's on FanDuel and DraftKings down to 3 at minus 120.
Okay. Do you like that?
Oh, I love it. I also my favorite prop of the weekend is Kansas City minus 9.5 at plus 330.
I think 9.5 is a dangerous number for the bettors, dude. I like that a lot. I like that. I like that.
If they go down, bro, they're gonna start they're chucking offense that they throw. They're Hail Mary offense.
Yeah.
They get blown out when they use that shit. So.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. So, what other?
Wait, Kansas City minus 9.5?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Bucks? The Bucks trying to throw it downfield.
Yeah.
Word. 1,000%. Yep.
And Brady's what did he throw? 4 interceptions versus Green Bay.
Yeah, I mean that's not gonna cut it. Aaron Rodgers didn't play well at all, but like that's not gonna cut it. The Chiefs' offense is too widespread.
I think they got bailed out versus the Saints. They had a defensive touchdown in both games. They started inside the 20 in both games twice.
Yep.
They drove the length of the field in the Saints 0 times, and then against Green Bay they scored 2. They scored the Hail Mary before half and then 1 in the 4th.
Yeah, they're not touching Tyreek Hill either. Like
I don't think anyone can.
No, remember he had 200 yards in the match.
Yeah, it's a joke. I mean, it's stupid to watch him, bro. It's like playing Madden.
That's what you got to realize that goes into like they're gonna bracket Tyreek Hill, which leaves who open? Travis Kelce.
Yeah, and let me start with that. My first player prop bet, it's a lock. Not a lock, but it's a really good bet. Travis Kelce, first touchdown, plus 600. Throw 50 on it. Make yourself some money.
I like that a lot.
Where are you getting plus 600 at, buddy? You're getting robbed.
No.
Plus 6. Wow.
I got 750 on DraftKings, bro.
Is that right? CBS fucking player props.
That's why you're the guy. That's why he's the guy.
Yeah,
Yo, get Pollock in here for a lock, dude.
Yeah, right, bro. Pollock doesn't know football. We know that.
No, so
no, even going into Travis Kelce's over on his yards, 98.
I like that a lot too, because like you said, they're keying in on Hill. They don't want Hill to open up the game with a touchdown early. They're gonna give up those 8 and fucking 12-yarders to Kelce a lot over the middle, because they're gonna
have to. That's the only way
Yeah.
they're gonna be able to limit Tyreek Hill and McCole Harmon and that downhill offense. That's the only way. They're gonna have to play with everyone in front of them, or else they're gonna get torched. It's just gonna.
I agree, dude.
All right, so Jack, going back to your first touchdown score of the game. The long shots are McCole Hardman for sure.
That's what I said last week.
What do they have? Yo, I think they have him at like 13, right?
No, 1,800. So
18?
$100 wins you 1,800. Yeah.
For first TD.
Yep.
That's big time, guys. You hear that? McCole Hartman, 1,800 for a touchdown. That's scary, because that could happen, man. Like, whatever.
I mean, they're gonna take shots deep, right? You know, early in the game.
100%.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to put them on their heels. And I think they bracket Tyreek, so Tyreek's limited.
Yeah. No,
I agree.
definitely. I think if I would have put on that, I'd probably bet on Kelsey just for the safe. That's not even safe, but safer bet.
Yep.
No, because you know Kelsey's getting red zone targets.
Exactly.
So
that's his favorite red zone target.
Yeah, exactly. The odds of him getting the first one is very good. I mean, I just don't know. I think at the end of the day, like if Tampa Bay gets the ball first, they go 3 and out. I think they try to throw the ball deep.
I think so too, dude.
Shots.
I think Brady's gonna
That's what I think's gonna
he
happen.
needs a kick in the ass early, and if they get down too much, if they get down 2 touchdowns, the game's over. It's not gonna be one of those things where Kansas City doesn't score for a half. And
It's
Brady
not the Atlanta
pulls
Super
shit out of
Bowl,
his ass.
yeah.
Well, they had the report. Mahomes is 100% healthy now. The turf toe's gone.
That's great to hear.
Yo, so we had our first bettor just throw 100 on McCole right now.
Yeah, I've been putting bets in for the past 3 days.
Shit.
All right, another long shot that I really do love. So
Yeah.
Everybody's on Mahomes or Brady for MVP, right?
Oh.
At the end of the day, I like Tyrann Mathieu. Tyrann Mathieu had a pick last week, 2 sacks.
That's fucking stupid,
That's
bro.
bold.
It's plus 8,000. You put $10.
Plus 8,000.
Dude, when is the last time a quarterback has not won? When's the last time a defensive player has won the MVP?
Let me
of the
look
Super
that
Bowl?
up. Let me look. Oh, you got that.
Well, you gotta look at this.
Plus
I mean,
8,000.
Shit.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, think about it. We know. I mean, we assume. I already bet Brady's gonna throw 1 interception, and it's like minus 150, right? So if he throws a pick and Matthew can, let's say he returns it for a touchdown. He has a pick, a touchdown, and all he's got to do is contribute some pass deflections and maybe a sack, and he's like up there with Mahomes. You know what I mean?
So you
Especially
think
if Mahomes,
you think he's in the chat with 1 interception, a couple batted passes, and maybe 2 sacks?
he's gotta return-
I think
he's
Mahomes
gotta
has
return.
some under the table endorsement where like they're not letting him win MVP. It's gonna be Brady or
my thing is,
Mahomes.
though, I think if Matthew returns the pick, he's in it right away, right? And
Right.
so when it comes down to it, you got to look at it this way. If let's just say the offense is flutter, right, and Mahomes only throws for 2 touchdowns and 200 yards, and then Matthew has a pick by himself and a touchdown, he's right there with Mahomes. Unless Mahomes goes 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, then it's over.
Yeah.
Then you already know who's winning the MVP.
No, I mean 8,000's attractive. Dude. 8,000's
yeah.
crazy.
I don't like
Regardless.
putting one
I'm
the
putting
defense,
on
you know what
that.
I mean?
Another
I think
thing-
JP Go ahead.
Another thing I was gonna say is, like with the whole Matthew thing, I don't think Brady's gonna be passing the ball like people think he's gonna pass the ball. I think under 39.5
That's such
pass
a tough
attempts
conversation.
is a lock.
No, so you say that, but you just said if Kansas City gets up 14-0, what are they going to do? They're going to start
They
chucking
have
the
to
ball
pass,
for
They
yeah.
have to. That's
I don't think Kansas City starts well though. I also don't think that Tampa Bay goes big early. Like that's just not Brady.
I think
Exactly,
they
I think
start
they're gonna run the
well.
ball a lot. But yeah, so then I also bet on Tyreek.
Yeah, I want to retract that one. I don't like that one. You're right.
Which one though? Over?
Brady under 39.5 pass attempts.
Oh,
In
you're
my
with
opinion,
them.
It's not a lot. I could see it. I mean, if the game stays close, yeah, they're going to run the ball with Fournette and what's his name all game. Fournette and Ronald Jones.
Ronald Jones, yeah. It's got some
But
fun.
yeah, so just to back off the Matthew one, I put interception for him. Yes, at plus 800. Even if he gets a pick, it's plus 800. So I mean,
Did you touch the Super Bowl MVP for Matthew?
yeah, I put 25 on it.
Fuck it, why
Holy
not?
shit,
Why?
bro.
Imagine.
So what do you win from that? What is that? Fuck 2,000?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
way more.
$4,000.
$10 wins you 800. Yeah, $10 wins you 800. So it'd be like
I'm not
Yeah,
mad.
It's 2,000. It's a quarter. It's a quarter of.
Yes,
It's a quarter
you got
of.
the
Yeah,
wrong
8,000.
one.
That's a lot though,
so I
dude.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a long shot. But I mean, at the end
It's
of
one
the
of
day,
those fuck it's, just let it ride.
This kid throws like
Yeah.
fuck it. How many different NBA parlays you throw a day?
probably 3 or 4, man. I got 3 tonight. You want me to tell you what I got right?
Yeah, kinda.
That's it.
All right, my picks, my locks are the guy. I took Sixers money line, Jazz money line parlay, 200.
Well, actually, one sec.
Yo, Johnny, if you're in here, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. Like, actually.
Yeah, let's get the viewers.
We're gonna record this also. If you hit on one, we'll give you a shout out.
We're recording, so we're
I'll
good.
get your cloud up on the next show for sure, bro.
Hey, yo, we'll hold you to it. We'll keep your record for you.
Oh yeah. All right. So I got my live prop bet. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Donovan Mitchell over 23.5. Parlayed with John Wall assists over 6.5. 150 pays out 550.
Yo,
that's a dumb
Johnny,
good
Johnny, do that, bro.
That's dumb good.
Do that. Mitchell over 23, and then John Wall over 6 assists. Both feel like locks, honestly. Mitchell over 23, not really.
Mitchell over 23, yeah.
Depot's out tonight.
That's what I'm saying.
John Wall's going to play 35 minutes tonight. And then Mitchell, he had 30 the other night. They got smacked in the mouth.
He's been getting back to it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And they're playing the Hawks, man. The Hawks got no defense.
Well,
Trae Young ain't guarding Donovan Mitchell, bro.
What? That's the thing that you got to think about. Yeah, Trae Young's not guarding him.
The matchups.
But that's what I'm saying. I think they might put a Cam Reddish or a DeAndre Hunter on Donovan.
Yeah, but I mean Mitchell's not 6'1", bro. He's 6'4".
Yeah.
He's not built like a Trae Young either. He's a strong dude.
No,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
Totally.
Johnny, I'm texting that kid, man.
You want the long shot one I put on tonight?
Yeah, let's hear what you got.
Yeah.
All right, long shot. I put 50 to win 1,500. All right, Mitchell over 25. He has to have 25 or more. Steph Curry 5 threes or more. Joel Embiid 30 or more. Christian Wood 25 or more, and AD 20 or more.
It's reasonable. That's very reasonable.
Well, my thing is Curry's got to play the Mavs. The Mavs got no defense, man. They give up 175 points a game. That's why they're like
literally.
What is the payout on that?
Yeah.
Five. You said?
I just told you 50 pays out 1,500.
Okay, so what were they? Curry over 30.
Curry 5 threes.
No, Curry's got to have 5 threes or more. Joel's got to have 30 points or more. And they got no Ben Simmons, and he's got Enes Kanter on him with no Damian Lillard. Bro's going to live in the paint. Wood, 25 or more versus the Grizzlies. He had his career high versus them last week at 31. And then AD, I just put 20 or more. Against the Nuggets, I feel like he's going to eat down low, but I mean, he's been coming out of his shell. He started bad this year, so definitely like AD tonight.
I mean, that's just a long shot. It could happen.
I think Jokic and AD will both get theirs in that game.
My only one I'm worried about is the Curry 5 threes, because Curry shot well versus the Celtics the other night. He had 7 threes, and usually he doesn't have 2 good 3-pointer games in a row. So.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd be worried about Christian Wood scoring over 25, dude.
That was the one I was shaking my head to.
No, but no Depot. My thing is there's no Depot, and Depot takes 20 shots a game.
Wall and Wood have one of the best pick and rolls in the league. I mean, I know that's a bold take, but he can pop. Yeah, he can fade as well. It's so dangerous.
I didn't watch Wood early in the year, but that dude's a dog.
That's what I'm saying.
He goes coast to coast. He can dribble. He can shoot. I thought his games at the beginning of the year were fluke, but they're not.
He's a bucket. Such a mystery. Right, he was on 8 teams in like 3 years.
Yeah, it's nutty.
All right, Jack.
All right, bro. That was sick. Appreciate you coming on. I hope some of you guys in the chat took some of these locks. I'll fuck with you, though, homie.
Thanks for coming on, bro. Hopefully we get you back.
Yes, sir.
All right,
yes,
sweet.
Yes, sir.
That was sick. I just texted buddy Johnny. It's a different scene, right?
Nah, I just gotta do this. Sorry.
Nah,
the visuals ain't there yet, guys. We're working on them.
Sweet, right. Though.
Yeah,
sick episode, yo. How do you guys like this in comparison to the Zoom? Obviously much better, right? I feel like we had 13 viewers in here half the time, which is like a solid amount for us, especially with no giveaways or incentive to be in here. Just 13 supporters. We're growing rapidly. We had our first sub, thanks to Johnny Esposito.
Appreciate that.
You only owe me like $460 now. You're good.
It's a family thing. We'll stay out of it. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. This is going to go up once again. It's going to go up on YouTube. It's going to go up on Vendetta Media. It's going to be linked up on Twitter, Instagram. We're going to have all that good stuff for you. It's in the Twitch bio, so just peep that.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys soon.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys. Thank you.
Sweet.